My hydrangea. Zinnia's there, snapdragon's there. There's some zinnias all over the place and some marigolds all over the place. So, yeah. Um, Marigolds I will be transplanting along the border here, and then along that border. Looks like there's some marigolds I seeded already from last year, which is kind of the case. So, anywhere I see them, I'll just be moving around. My heart's content, yes. You build a greenhouse, you start building a greenhouse in the winter, and the temperature prohibits you from doing work. I've been organizing things. I found the bits I needed to find, blah, blah, blah. And I got this one piece up. Fantastic. Then I see this piece here, despite it's bent. It's like not in line with this one. So I had to put the shimmy in. And yeah, I guess I'll be proceeding. I haven't screwed it in this way yet. I did on this one. This one I hadn't done apparently. The one in the middle I can't because it doesn't connect. There's a gap. Anyway, but this one, it's in, it's up, it's screwed in. As I go up, like this one could use, let me see, 1, 2, 3, like 5 more this one could use, but I haven't even gone up this way yet. So I'll just be doing that as I go along. But real happy this is up. It feels like things are happening again. Yeah, at this point, my idea is, I don't know if I'm probably going to be replacing that, possibly going to be replacing this. And I'm going to put like another 8-foot piece up there. And then on that piece, maybe partly on this piece, anyway, I'll connect the glass so I can prop the glass open for ventilation is what I'm thinking at the moment. I don't know. I lost the tag in the store, so I was going to go back and get another one. But this is 18 by 18. I truly almost got that. I'm about to show you. Here we go over here. That's foot. That's not. So what are you talking about though on the same thing? Talking about 18 by, what does that mean? What does that mean? Now I'm thinking that they just have this in the wrong tags because this one climbs to 15 foot. This is a hibiscus. This is not climbing. So that's fine because not today, I guess. I really want one. How much is this one? It's like 3 of them in here. Would I undo them? I don't think I would. But it has a trellis to get started. Fantastic. Okay. Mandevilla trellis, $20. It's 3 of them. They don't have the white ones here. Also, the white ones look ugly. I thought the yellow ones are probably a better choice. Ugh. Well, Finial Cabo, I got and I bought. Well, I didn't buy it. It was bought for me. The yellow Mandevilla. And then this morning, my mother was like, "Did you see?" Because we came back and it was late. It was dark already. I wasn't going to do anything. I just left it outside, or I knew it wouldn't fly away. And so my mother was like, "Oh, do you even think about the Mandevilla?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So I came out real quick. I had to dump some. Sand, because we live on sand essentially, so a lot of sand collects inside. So what I like to do is just when I'm sweeping and it's just sand, I'll just sweep it and I'll either throw it back out, or in this case I'll use it with some soil. So I got some old soil, I'm mixing it with the sand to make it nice and a little fluffier, a little airier. I put some water in it. It's supposed to rain in 3 hours. It rained earlier today. So I'm going to put this where I'm thinking it might go. My whole idea was, like this will be eventually a fence will replace this, and I can just climb something up. I don't think a fence is replacing anytime soon. 1, 2, I have the corn that I'm thinking is going to go somewhere back over here, so I also don't want to block out too much of the sun. Also, I don't think it's going to block too much out. But, so initially I'm like, I'm just going to replace one of the sticks and put this there. My current process is I'm going to put something, maybe some nails or some staples, and then just run like a twine back and forth, so it has somewhere to climb up upon. But actually I can have it there and then I can just have it go this way and that way if anything. All right. Nothing's really climbing yet. We're going to leave it here, see how it grows here. If it's stunting here, I'll put it somewhere else. Another thought had been to have it in front of some structure that goes in front of under the skirting, but I still feel like there's a lot more underground activity there, so I don't know. Old soil that was in a pot last year, and I guess we'll see how it does here. Maybe I will put it underground. Maybe I will. There's like a little sedge looking thing here. I have to dig it up and then put it in ground, or at least nestle in the ground, maybe another day. But I just want to leave it there for now, get used to the spot, and then I'll deal with or at least this area, this general spot, and then we'll see about turning it up a trellis. It looks like it's going to grow a lot anyway, and they said something about, ideal conditions is 15 to 20. I put like 2 or 3 fertilizer sticks in this. I want this to grow real well. I will fertilize the heck out of this. If it's an annual, I don't see any loss, any real negative of doing that. So there are some gladiolus that are in the walkway that will have to get moved, pushed back as it were. So yeah, and this is just going bananas today. So yeah, it also smells predominantly of roses today. I got bit on my back already, and it's itching up a storm. Woo! The way I'm just covered in rose scent. It's great. It's fantastic. I still got to move this out at least 2. I was thinking maybe actually 3, and then for sure 1 on that side. And this is looking just great. A lot more floriferous than last year. It's a little wilted. It needs some water. So yeah. And then if things aren't growing, if it just grows from the middle, I will cut off the rest. I don't like this anyway. That might mature to live, and if it's not, it's a spot for another plant. I don't care. It did rain a little bit today, but most importantly, the hardy hibiscus is starting to go do its thing. So yeah.